everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. I'm your host, Darien.
I'm your host, Landon.
And this week, we got a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, we got games, you name it, we got it. Let's talk. But first, a word from our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Dubby.
Dubby is your go-to tasty boost of energy for your everyday life, with tons of delicious flavors, ranging from Push and Punch, Beach and Peach, Japanese soda, and much, much more.
Dubby prides themselves on being 100% transparent with their ingredient list, ensuring you know exactly what you're getting with their products. With Dubby, you can expect energy powders with no calories, no sugar, no maltodextrin, no fillers, and no artificial colors, so you can rest assured that nothing unhealthy is entering your body.
I mean, superheroes aren't actually real, unfortunately, but with Dubby, you'll come as close as possible to feel like a real-life superhero.
So head to dubby.gg, find a flavor you'd enjoy, or purchase a flavor bundle, including a shaker cup or even more flavors to try out. Here's something cool though. Use checkout code Burrito1, that is BURRITO, the number 1, to receive 10% off your order. Go check out Dubby, and we thank them for sponsoring this podcast. How has your week been?
It's alright. Nothing of really to note, as far as I know. I mentioned the last week I kind of started my new job. I, did more of it, did a night shift. First time in my life. That was interesting.
And you hated it.
What?
And you hated it.
I don't know if I'm back and forth on it, because, I mean, it's not like...
Because night shift's the worst because you work all night and you sleep all day.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. I see what people mean, like, say goodbye to social life when you do that, but, I mean, I can't imagine myself it being different with morning, because I feel like I'd sleep all day until it's 5 a.m., you know? I don't know. It's okay. Not my favorite thing to do, but it's, it's slowly getting there. I'm doing a morning shift all this week, so we'll see how that goes. I guess that's the most interesting thing on my end. How about you?
Filmed some short film stuff
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. I was gonna mention that. I was like, I'll give you the honors with that one.
No, you weren't.
I did. I'm serious. I made a post about it. I was
That's
proud
true.
of it.
I didn't make a post because I didn't have any pictures.
Hmm.
I also hate the pictures that you.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you think of
I
it.
hated it. I hated that picture.
With the one of you?
Yes.
Wow.
Because I thought I did it as a joke. I didn't think you were actually gonna like.
Oh, yeah, I was really going to post.
I was wanting you to retake.
It was funny.
Oh, it wasn't. Looks stupid.
Hush.
Over here doing this.
Bro thought he was bad.
No, I want to do this.
What'd you do?
I want to do this. I did that. This is better. This is what I do. When I took a picture with Winston Duke, I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. W.
I used to take pictures like this.
For what?
I don't know. I thought it looked cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a crossed my heart. I was like, that's
It's so stupid.
trust.
Nothing else happened. But there were some trailers. Two trailers that we got to talk about. And the biggest one we talk about later. The first one. Sorry about that. Had to adjust something. We're back. Trailers. The biggest one we talk about later. First one I'm going to talk about now, which starts off the Marvel news, is going to be the Ironheart official trailer. So let's get on into that. It's this show comes out in about a month.
What's it off now? Is it?
It's about a month. It's like the 25th.
Okay, so a little over. Okay.
It's about a month. Okay, let me think. So it's been, how long has this show been being made? Some certain amount of
2
years.
years. 2, 3
I
years.
remember when they announced it.
Hmm.
Back at
D23.
was it? I don't know.
Or was that?
Maybe I don't remember when.
It was one of the two.
Maybe I don't remember. But yeah. Finally had a trailer. Trailer. I don't know what to say.
It unfortunately came out the same week as this other
The
trailer.
same day as Superman.
It was the same day.
No one gave a crap. I watched the Ironheart trailer like 3 hours after I watched the Superman one,
I
and then
watched
I
the
was like, "Oh yeah, Ironheart
I
trailer."
watched the Ironheart one before because I was like leaving work, and I was
Now I'll get. Let me say this, because I the way maybe I'm sounding, maybe I'm thinking of something. I think the show looks great.
yeah,
The
Superman.
trailer
Superman not
itself,
hating on it, but I mean I think it's gonna
I
be.
think all the Iron Man, all the Iron Suit stuff look great. All the VFX look great.
Hmm.
The Hood is interesting. Mephisto's in this show. Obviously, we haven't seen him yet, but he's the one that's controlling the Hood. Um, we saw a little bit of his like curse or whatever that stuff growing on his down his back or whatever, and we're
Yeah.
laughing.
No, I'm laughing because I was curious. I was like, yeah, both these came out the same day. What's the view count looking like?
Well, you can do that. The official trailer for Superman already passed 22 or
That's Fantasy Four.
25 million in 2 days compared to 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But also, trailer views don't really mean much
Yeah.
anyway. But
I'm just like, yeah, I was curious same day and stuff. Which obviously a movie like Superman has a bigger name under it than Ironheart. But I was just curious.
uh, plus one's a Disney Plus show. Um,
But, yeah,
um, yeah. So the Hood, he's up. He's in there. He's cool looking. Anthony Ramos, who, if you haven't, you got a lot of Twisters related things in this Marvel news, which I'll find out later. But Anthony Ramos is in Twisters, along with David Cornsweet, who's also in Twisters, who played his best friend. There you go. Go watch Twisters. Glenn Powell's also in that, and another actress that we're going to talk about later. Um, Twisters really good.
it's just the Twisters episode.
Yeah. Anthony Ramos, he plays the Hood. I remember him from Hamilton. That's where I first got introduced to him. He plays one of the characters in that musical. I think he was also the main character in Into the Heights. What's that Disney? Was it Disney? That was like a musical movie that came out that did kind of well. I don't know. But so he's playing the Hood, the villain of sorts. There's a shot. The very end of the trailer has Alden. I can't remember his last name. The actor. He played young Han Solo in the Solo Star Wars story. Playing a character that's Obadiah Stane's son.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm trying to think. So it's not much. I mean, it's the trailer's not bad. I think it's a little. There's a little spot that's kind of cringe. We probably both know the same. What I'm about to say.
I'm trying to remember because
I don't know. Something about it just makes me go.
because I watched it twice. I watched it once when it just released, and then I watched it again a bit later. I don't really remember seeing
There was
like
a scene
I remember her
where
like
she was like, "I'm gonna build. You got to build something, something crazy. I don't remember the exact word. Something crazy. Something possibly she's like something iconic." And I'm like, "All right."
yeah, I forgot about that. I remember like the beginning, all the hood stuff, and her like the elevator beginning, and then like the one with the science fair.
Yeah, and this show's dropping 3 episodes its first day, 3 episodes the next week, I assume.
First time I ever seen a show do that.
Well, Andor did it, and it got real popular. So I assume Disney been doing this a lot. They kept dropping 3 episodes, and they'd wait like a week, and then or no, a couple weeks, and drop another three, and then do that. And it was a big thing. Everyone loved that show.
Yeah.
Um, I'm still catching up on it,
Mm.
but um,
You think that'll think it'll be going to favor for Ironheart?
no.
Okay.
I mean, maybe, but I doubt it. They did the similar thing with Spider-Man freshman year, or Spider-Man Your Friendly Neighborhood.
Oh yeah, I remember it was like 2 episodes one week, the following was three, and then
Yeah.
yeah. No, but I mean like the whole series just being within like a week of each other. Or the whole
They're
season.
just getting it out of the way. They don't care. The shows don't matter as much anymore at these dates.
Hmm.
Um, besides Wonder Man, I'll be there.
Yeah, that comes out this year, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's not gonna get any marketing though. So I've seen how Ironheart did 1 month before. Like Daredevil beat the record for the shortest gap between a trailer and the release of the show, and then Ironheart beat the record again. I'm like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Creature Commandos also sort of did that.
Hmm.
Which is strange. Peacemaker didn't, which is good. Well, yeah, not really.
Chris Man has had like multiple trailers.
It had two.
Yeah, but like one was like a decent ways out, I thought.
I mean, not. I don't
And
know.
then the second one came out like 2.5 months later.
But I don't know. The Ironheart trailer wasn't too bad. Uh, I'm still not like I mean, I was already gonna watch it, but like I'm not like dying to watch it
Yeah.
now. Obviously, if they ended it with like a Mephisto thing, maybe. But like I don't know. You know the one.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. What would you rate the Ironheart trailer out of?
As trailers go, I don't think it's really that memorable. Um, do you think the timing of a trailer can also affect the score? Because I mean, that thing, obviously, they
I
probably
could have cared less to watch that than I did.
Superman,
Yeah.
and by the way, I want to make it very clear. If it was like the other way around, I'd be saying the same thing. In like this alternate reality, when Ironheart is more popular than Superman, I'd be all like, man, dude, I don't know why Superman released it on the day Ironheart came out.
Yeah.
Like it's just overshadowed, and for me, it just makes it like forgettable. But a trailer for what it is, I don't think it's bad. Um, I think it actually kind of got me a little excited for the show. I'm interested to see what it does, and then I found out the whole, hey, 3 episodes come out the first day, and then the following week, the rest of the
Well, I
three.
think it's the following week. I'm not
The following week.
100% sure when it could be like 3 weeks later. I
God,
doubt.
good God.
I doubt it.
And what's the point?
I don't know.
um, we'll see. I think solid three is fair. Average.
I was gonna give it a 2.5.
All right. All right.
Halfway. Average.
Average.
Um,
Mine's
yeah.
average. Yours is just below
3 is
average.
above average.
No, if it's five, three would be average. 3.5 is
What's
above average.
what's 2.5 plus 2.5?
Okay, 2.5 then. I'll say 2.5. That's average. If that's considered average, then yeah.
It is. Um, Me when you think three's average.
So
They don't get that. I can't show that. Well, I could, but I'm not going to.
behind the scenes.
Um. All right. Ironheart trailer down. Let's get into the news. Starting with this. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Marvel Studios will now begin to release 1 or 2 live-action shows and 2 animated shows per year. Uh, I'm I'm gonna say it.
I'll
I'm gonna
say
be
it.
the one to say it.
Say it.
I noticed this that Marvel has started to put animated things from the in for like canon of their universe out, but it only started after they announced that DC announced that they're doing that. I'm just saying. Spider-Man freshman year was said it's Elseworlds, it's not canon, and all this other stuff. And apparently, I mean, didn't they? Is it
It
canon?
was vice versa.
Oh, okay, never
It
mind.
originally was canon.
So never
Now
mind.
it's
Okay,
not.
but still, after DC announced they were doing that, that's when Marvel started doing it. Eyes of Wakanda is an example. Like
Mm-hmm.
all that. Now
Yeah.
X-Men maybe could be coming to Secret
Yeah.
Wars.
97. Yeah.
Just saying.
When the hell Spider-Man 97 coming out? So,
Well, you already got your Spider-Man show.
yeah, I want another one.
No,
I'm not happy.
you don't need any more.
I don't know. I'm not really excited for season 2 of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man
Oh, why? What happened?
because I want it to be like a solo,
Oh no,
you
you don't
know,
get that.
thing going
You
on.
get
But
Spider
it's
Gwen.
not. I don't. Like, I don't hate Spider Gwen or anything, and I want to be clear as well. I don't hate Miles Morales as Spider-Man either. And I'm not like I need a only Peter Parker show, and that's it. Nothing else. No other characters.
Spider-Man
I'm
show,
saying
but
there's so
just the
many.
Peter
There's so
Parker
many.
stuff.
Yeah, dude, that'd be kind of fire.
No, it would
Just the
not.
Daily Bugle stuff.
I'd be bored.
I wouldn't. Be like Smallville. Yeah. Anyways, um,
He uses his
but
powers.
like I just feel like every show is like that now. And it's like, well, I'd like at least like a solo project here. Like, if you want to give me a solo Miles show, give me that. Solo Gwen, Spider Gwen show, give me that. Solo Peter Parker Spider Man show, give me that. Don't stop with the whole merging stuff. I don't like it. You have it that they have it. They had their last Disney show did that. Their kids show's doing it right now. Across the Spider Verse is doing that, which I understand because multiverse stuff. But like, I'm like, okay, so this is like Peter Parker growing up to be like Spider Man, and I was hoping to be like a spectacular Spider Man situation where we have this story.
Click that on.
We'll take it
It's
off.
on the other side. Other side. Or take it off the wall and
Well,
do it.
I can see it better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a little glare right there. But
Yeah. Well,
here, just scoot it.
it
Just
won't
scoot
do
it
it. It
this
won't
way.
do anything. That made it worse.
Okay. We'll,
Okay, it's
we'll,
fine.
we'll
The
fix it.
glare's fine. Just,
All right, whatever.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Put it back where it was. I don't
Hush.
want it in the corner. You cover. It looks uneven.
Hush.
Good enough. All right. Um. Yeah. But there you go. Some shows.
I noticed.
Daniel RPK, according to him, and a film about a Marvel group called the Annihilators is in development at Marvel Studios. They've talked about that the next section of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is cosmic based, exploring space, we're exploring space. I don't know who the Annihilators are. I probably should look it up. But
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't look at me. Like I've heard.
uh,
I know the Annihilator.
escalators. Yes. Oh, okay. The Annihilators. Oh, hold up now. So I'm seeing this guy, I don't know his name. Gladiators here.
Beta Ray
Silver
Bill.
Surfer, Beta Ray Bill, and Roman.
First, that was Century, but I'm like, that's not him.
Nova was in it at one point. Oh, what's this guy's name? Quasar?
I don't think it's Quasar.
Marvel? I don't remember. I don't know his name. But Gladiator and Beta Ray Bill, another. Well, they're getting their own movie, according to Daniel RPK. And, rumor, according to him, Star Lord will be on the team.
Oh, okay. No, I'm trying to find a character. I'm listening.
Star Lord.
Okay.
Now, I don't like that.
No, you don't like that.
Why's he gotta be part of another team that's not the Guardians? Another space team, and it's not the Guardians. Like what? I don't want that.
Trail.
Yeah, I don't like that. Hurts. But I mean, what do you think? Do you think what do you want to watch an Annihilators film? Were you sold when you just saw Beta Ray Bill?
Um, is it Calmark? No.
It doesn't matter.
Anyways, sorry. What was the question? I'm trying to give insight.
Doesn't matter. Uh, what do you think about an Annihilators film? Were you sold when you saw Beta Ray Bill?
I was sold when I saw Beta Ray Bill because I love Beta Ray Bill and Silver Surfer. I do agree with you though. I don't think Star Lord being on the team is the best idea. Cause it just feels like because from what it looks like on there, all those people are just like godlike. And yeah, Star Lord. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's kind of a weird person to have on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I'd argue what makes a team really good is when I feel like every member of the team could probably beat each other in a fight, just about. That's what I think makes Guardians good because they're all probably about the same power level.
Yeah.
Have all Avengers just about. I'd say maybe I guess you can maybe argue Black Widow, but I feel like Black Widow could take down Hawkeye, Cap, Iron Man,
And what
and
about the Hulk? What about Thor?
she can take down the Hulk.
She can take down Thor.
She did in the movies.
She gonna take down Thor.
Thor, that I don't know.
Thor, all he gotta do.
What she gonna do?
She can't. She. um.
um,
Yeah.
Justice League. I mean, Batman can take down Superman. Is able to, anyways. Well, you could see them like not like
I
some
think
of it's
Batman can take down any of them.
yeah, and then but I can argue like Superman can take down Batman. Wonder Woman can take down Batman.
Superman can take down any of them.
Yeah,
Maybe Wonder Woman's the biggest issue for him.
I'd say Batman's the bigger issue.
I don't know. 'Cause him and Wonder Woman are the same strength.
Nothing. It's more than just strength.
Well, he can take down the Flash. I know that. Superman can.
Yeah.
He just has to freeze his legs and break them.
All right. MK versus DC.
Or just like blow onto the ground and
So,
he slips and falls.
ooh, in gaming, do we
Yeah, I
have?
already have two things for that.
Oh yeah, there we go.
But I don't know. I may be missing something. Whatever you're talking about.
Okay.
We'll get there when we get there. Anyway, moving on. According to Daniel RPK, Marvel Studios is filming, quote, an epic fight scene between the Avengers battling the X-Men in Avengers Doomsday. The X-Men will be appearing in their comic accurate suits.
Yeah, I saw a rumor behind the scenes photo of supposedly that's not real.
Don't believe that.
I don't know.
Did you see the way that suit looked? You tell me there ain't no lines on that suit?
It's some sweater. It looked like a sweater kind of. It was kind
It's
of
not. It's
weird.
cosplay. It's not real. Lord have mercy. No. But yeah, so I just thought it was interesting to put in there. We kind of already knew that they would be fighting, but yeah, there you go. Also, according to Daniel RPK, Marvel Studios and Sony have come to a deal to put Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday. They've yet to make a deal with Tom Holland, so Spider-Man will be in Avengers Doomsday.
Okay. So now that's gonna work with Brand New Day in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how the hell does that work?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, nothing to dwell on there other than Spider-Man being in Avengers. According to Jeff Snyder, now 50-50, but mostly
Slider.
something. Marvel Studios is reportedly building the team for the X-Men film around Jean Grey, Cyclops, and Professor Xavier. No Wolverine. What?
What?
You made a face.
Yeah, I was just surprised.
Okay.
Now that I'm against it,
I am vehemently for it.
I am too. I'm
I don't
surprised.
think Wolverine needs to be in.
I'm surprised. My face was, oh, they really are doing that. Okay.
We'll take a poll at the end to see what your face was.
No, I meant like like dang. Yeah, no, like I was, well, because I imagine like Disney's all like, dude, we're not gonna risk that. We're gonna Wolverine front and center as always. I'm surprised. I'm cool with it. It don't bother me. I'm for it.
um, I like he can be a part of the team,
Yeah,
but don't maybe not like the main
yeah,
focus of the team.
yeah.
I don't know. But there's that. They are reportedly looking for a black actor to play the role of Charles Xavier. So Giancarlo Esposito.
I feel like that's too.
No, it's not.
Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. I'll shut up then. I don't know. I can't really say like I don't know about that one, and then like not really have an opinion myself on who. Uh, I don't know. I don't know for now.
Okay. Um. Also, according to Jeff Snyder, Marvel Studios. This is where I don't believe it. I don't believe this. According to Jeff Snyder, Marvel Studios reportedly wants Denzel Washington to play Magneto in the MCU. I don't believe that because he's in Black Panther 3. And that's already been confirmed.
Yeah. Maybe he's playing Magneto in Black Panther 3.
Why would he be playing Magneto? Why would Magneto's first appearance be in a Black Panther movie?
Just for giggles.
Black Panther movie that comes out like in between Secret Wars and Doomsday, or after Secret Wars, like right after it. I can't remember. Anyway, I think that's stupid, so I don't think that's true. Continuing on, Sadie Sink is rumored to be playing Mayday Parker in Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Yeah. How does that work too?
You see, there's this thing called the multiverse.
I thought it was supposed to be a grounded story.
It is
Then how?
multiverse.
What the fuck? Like I don't like. Okay. Like no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, it's a grounded story, no multiverse.
Flash forward. We telling a story in the future. We telling a story in the present.
Uh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, how's it? Yeah, no, Mayday Parker. Unless it's like his cousin.
Could be sister.
Yeah, I'd be different.
Well, it happened in a book that's over there called Family Business. He finds he has a long lost sister. That knew his parents.
And is it Kingpin the villain of that?
Mm-hmm. Kingpin's not the villain of this movie. Mr.
Is it?
Negative is the villain
Why
of
not?
this movie.
Why not? But like, man, maybe he's like,
No.
maybe he's in it somewhere. Wearing a something.
But yeah, there's that. Not that just interesting. I don't know. So, according to Nexus Point News, have you ever heard of this character? Uh, yeah. Hey, okay, that was not a good picture. Her.
No.
Okay. Well, it's a female Ultron.
Okay.
Or created by Ultron to be his like love or something.
Yeah.
And it's like a woman underneath it. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
like a real woman. Man. Oh.
Like this. Her name is Jocasta Pym. She's created as like a new daughter for Hank Pym in the comics. I don't remember. But according to Nexus Point News, Jocasta, or I think that's how you say her name, is reportedly set to appear in the upcoming Disney Plus series Vision Quest. Marvel Studios is said to be casting a black actress in her 40s to 60s for the role. Character is described as cunning, powerful, and determined, driven by a desire for revenge.
Hmm. I don't know
And
nothing about
Ultron
that.
is also in this show.
Yeah.
We already know that.
Yeah, I see that photo. You know who it looks like.
Deborah Wilson.
Who
Deborah Wilson.
who she play?
Did it pop up? Oh.
Yep, that's exactly who. That's exactly who I was thinking. I was like, yep, Deborah Wilson.
63. She's maybe too old. Or she's in her 60s. She can do it. I'd be down.
Yeah. And plus, I imagine if it's CGI most of the time, then I can.
Yeah.
If not her, who played
I gotta
the
watch
Wicked
that.
Witch in Wicked?
Cynthia Erivo or
Yeah.
whatever. Maybe.
How old is she? She might be in her 30s.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I think Deborah Wilson would be better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, she will be in Vision Quest. Jocasta. All right. Rumor. Don't know from who because I couldn't find the source. But Marvel Studios is eyeing an actress who played in Twisters, who I quite like as an actress, Daisy Edgar Jones, to play Jean Grey in the MCU. Yeah, it's her in Twister. She was in Twisters.
Okay.
Her and Glenn Powell had like aura on screen. Look at it. Look. Yeah,
Okay.
aura.
They want her to play who?
Jean Grey.
Okay. I can see it. I can see the vision.
Or can see it.
I can see the vision
I can see it
quest.
too.
Yeah, I bet you can. Um, no, I can
Good
see it.
lord. Okay, we're getting off
Yeah,
this.
I need to see Twisters or like a movie she's in so I can see her acting. But I can see the looks wise. I can see it.
The day we get Glenn Powell in the MCU or the DCU is going to be the
I'm gonna
greatest
say
day.
I'm telling you right now, Rose gonna be Booster Gold. I think he should be.
Don't tell me that.
And with Danny McBride directing.
Stop.
So, and here's the thing: at the time before you were watching like Righteous Gemstones and all that, and like all those other shows, you didn't know how good he was.
Well, then I also found out that Jody Hill worked on freaking Peacemaker. So I'm like, that's literally the guy who directs almost all of Danny McBride's stuff.
Yeah.
And like helps write it.
Like, tell me that wouldn't be peak.
It would. James Gunn has the connection. Please make it happen. Tickets for Fantastic Four reportedly go on sale on June 4th. That is not long from now.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets for Fantastic Four. We have news about tickets for Superman later. But yeah. So letting you guys know, get your tickets June 4th. Speaking of
When does that movie come out again?
July 26th.
July 26th.
I think. Pretty sure.
See, I don't even know if I'm working that day. I have no idea. I'll have to look.
Figure it out right now.
Right now. Bro knows my schedule more than me. So
Watch.
hold on. So I guess we can look at it this way.
You working this weekend?
Yeah, I work Monday.
Wait, yeah, you working? You work?
Yeah, I work tomorrow.
Off work. Work. I messed it up. Work, off work. Work. Wait, yeah. You're off work.
I'm off work that Monday.
That Monday. You mean Friday?
Oh, Friday?
You're off work that Friday.
Okay, so we'll watch it Friday then. No more Thursday showings for us no more. Unless I do a morning shift and we watch it later that Thursday night. But dude, I'll be in the whole time. We're gonna
For a
next.
morning shift?
If I work a morning shift from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m.,
Oh.
yeah, I'll be out. Bro thinks I still work 8
No, you
hours.
won't, because you'll be like, you're see Galactus. Yeah.
What?
Anyway, speaking of Galactus, got our first look at him in his big glory. Oh,
No, small glory.
it's way small now.
Um, now was this like a leak or like an official thing they
An
just
official
posted?
thing.
They just posted this for not
Well, no, actually, this is promo art, but this is what he looks like in the movie. That's him. We also have
as
his face.
them lines in the face.
What do you think of?
I mean, it looks like Galactus. I can't.
I'm mad because he doesn't look like this. That's not what. Where is the comic accuracy here?
I like how you you went to the wrong movie. It's not.
What?
Yeah, it's not. It was in Rise of Silver Surfer.
Oh,
You said
that,
2015.
you know what? Because both of them suck. So
Sorry, yeah, sorry about the confusion.
I never told them what movie it was.
You
Yeah,
know, and here's the thing: he technically is comic accurate because there's a part where you see like a shadow, and he has like the helmet and stuff, but he's just like a cloud the whole way.
that that's fake. That's not real.
No, that was in Fantastic. Um,
This one's not.
it was in one part of the movie. I can't remember where, but like there's a part where like it's like a flash of lightning, and on the ground you kind of see like the outline.
Remember when
But
everyone thought that this was hard. Anyway, Galactus. First look at Galactus in Fantastic Four: First Steps. What do you think?
I don't hate it. It looks like Galactus. I mean, do you have any like nitpicks you think, or I think it looks just like him. So
No,
yeah.
I'm fine. Yeah, there you go. And finally, a fan has snuck us on set. A set. I don't know. Of Snuck a set of Avengers
He
Doomsday.
snuck a set on the set. Yeah.
What?
Never mind. I'm just going
When you
on.
say snuck aboard, you sneak aboard a ship.
Yeah.
So you're
Snuck a
snuck a
set.
set. But how's that work? That's not a word. I just invented it.
Snuck a set.
He snuck on set of Avengers Doomsday. Took some videos. He got past security, which is insane. I don't know what they're doing over there. Sleep on the job or something. Probably you. You were the security. You was in there sleep.
Just go back from my shift.
No. But he took some videos and it confirmed a couple things. In the movie there will be a bar in Madripoor that we will be going towards, and there will be some place called the Web Slingers Inn.
I want to sleep there.
Why?
I want to get webbed up.
All right.
Get a little hammer.
But that's all we kind of learned from that video. I hope that guy gets arrested. Anyway, that's crazy. He could have, if he wanted, he even got to the actors where he could have went and like killed somebody, and they didn't have security stopping him because he's not supposed to be
Yeah.
there.
I'm surprised he didn't because I feel like he would have shown something out. I feel like he would have shown something hardcore, but he didn't. Like I was waiting for him to like, oh, here's Robert Downey Jr. like working on set as Doom or something.
That's never gonna happen. I mean, it will eventually, but I don't know. Um, but yeah. So there's just a little behind the scenes video, but that is the end of the Marvel news. Ready? Not time for a commercial yet.
Okay.
So we're continuing on.
Oh.
DC news. Book up. Superman trailer, official trailer,
Fishing.
has dropped,
Finally.
and I watched it. Hold on, I can't even tell you how long has it been since that trailer came out.
since Wednesday.
I've watched this trailer. I know more than 25 times. I know that.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've watched it because like I'll be watching YouTube. It goes up on YouTube. I'm watching Max. It's up on Max. I'll watch Hulu. It's up on Hulu. I'm seeing it everywhere, and I'm so happy. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've been watching it at least like once every day.
I've seen it. Those are multiple times.
Yeah, I don't know how many. I know I've seen it more than 25 times because when it came out, I just on loop, just kept watching it.
Um, now when did this? You were at work when this came out?
No, I was resting, so I woke up. I woke up like at 11:50. I was like, crap, that trailer's about to come out. And well, it wasn't out yet. And I was like, oh crap, well yeah, Ironheart came out, so I watched that. I'm like, all right, it wasn't bad. As soon as I end it, it's up. All right,
They
here we
dropped
go.
it. They dropped it before 12.
Yes, it was like that's what I'm saying. It was like slightly before. That's what I'm saying. Like as soon as it was like 11:50, I watched the 3 minute trailer and then they dropped it. I was like, oh crap. And I watched it and I was like, oh my god, this is great. I like went back. I went back to bed for another 4 hours and then went to work.
Fair. So yeah, so it starts with this interview. Lois is like, "Are you serious?" Superman's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "You let me interview you as Superman." He's like, and she's like, she sits down and gets the interview. She was like, "Superman," and he goes, "Miss
It's
Lane."
lame.
And
As
I
soon as
said,
I got like a big smile on my face, so I was like, okay, so, like bro giving me better. Like oof.
he said, "Miss Lane," and I was like, ah! Okay. Um, I was like, "Hi, Superman." She's going like, "So you," I can't remember the exact word. She was like, you've got a lot of heat, or a lot of something from the public recently, pressure or whatever." And he's
Eh,
like, "And I wouldn't say it's a lot of pressure." She's like, "No, it's a lot." And
it's a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
and she's like, "You entered an illegal country." He was like, "I stopped a war." And she was like, "Maybe." He was like, "No, not maybe. I did." I felt like kind of good. Now, a lot of people have an issue with this scene because this next part, she's like, "You didn't even did you consult?" Um, well, no, she was
The
like,
pre-
the Secretary of Defense said he wants to launch a full investigation into your actions." He was like, "My actions?" That's when he was like, "I stopped a war." Yeah,
yeah.
and he was like, "Is this how it's gonna be?" And she's like, "Did you talk with the president?" And he's like, no."
By the way, I want to make this clear. This whole dialogue ain't like one solid thing. This is cut
Yeah.
because at one moment he's like standing up, and he's like, "You're really gonna be like this," and then the next one he's like, "No," you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, did not just like like he ain't just do that. Full on stand, you know.
I would have.
You
Rachel.
know, that's not what happened. So this is very
Yeah.
heavily cut
Yeah.
in different ways.
So, and you have this conversation. They kind of going back and forth, and she says something about I can't remember exactly, but he gets kind of upset. He was like,
She's all like, she's like, you know, you're representing America or
yeah,
something.
she was like, what you're representing. He was like, "I'm not representing anything except for me and for doing good," and
The, and then the final line she says it's like well you know she's like
if I were in that position,
I
I would.
consider my
Yeah, I
actions.
want to imagine he was like, people were going to die, and
Yeah, screaming.
yeah. And I watched. There's a funny reaction to that. If you haven't seen it, go watch. Everyone talked about it on Twitter. I'm Dante's reaction to that.
I don't
Because
think
he was
I don't
like,
think I've seen his yet. I've seen
because he saw that line and he was like, "My boy's an actor." I was like, yeah.
so I saw
A
the
lot of people have an issue with the way he says that line. But I don't think it's
wow,
funny.
no, dude.
Everyone says, yeah, it's not great acting. I thought
Yeah.
it's like Superman. You think Superman's a good actor? I don't know. What I'm trying to say. Oh no. But I don't know. A lot of people have an issue with that scene because Superman's getting upset over at Lois over these questions that it's just reporting questions. But that's not what this is. He agreed to this interview with Lois, not realizing that she would be against him like that, and he's not used to that. And so he's got upset.
So
And plus, you can tell me Superman's not allowed to be passionate about
the people
the
things.
things that he does. But he's a superhero.
I do want to bring this up too. Someone tried to claim that she already knows he's Superman
Yeah.
in that scene.
Yes. Did you what?
I
That's the point of the
I
scene.
didn't get that vibe at all. I thought it was just like them just like pretending.
No, she's recording it for an interview, and she wants to get an interview with Superman. And Clark's there. She was like, "All right, here,
Well,
can I interview you
but dang,
as
I'm
Superman?"
stupid then, because I in my head it was just like
No, she was like, "Can I interview you as
it
Superman?"
was like a practice, like,
No,
hey, Darren, I want to ask this girl, can you pretend to be
no,
her for a minute?
no,
You know,
no,
Miss Rachel Brosnahan,
no,
Mr. Booth.
no,
Like, and that's what was in
no.
my head. So she already knows. Okay, so
She's just interviewing Superman, but obviously it's just Clark. But she's
mhm.
interviewing Superman.
Yeah, so he thinks like, oh, we work together, so she's gonna be cool. You know, she's gonna go low ball. She's gonna be easy. You
Yeah,
know.
and it wasn't.
Yeah.
How did you not get that?
No, dude, in my head, like I thought they were just playing off each other.
No, because that immediately
But
establishes,
then
oh,
he
she
started
knows.
getting more heated because he knows himself. Like, yeah, I'm Superman and all that, and like, but like she's
And that's why the point where she was like, so she said something like, "You're the one who want to do this interview, Superman," and she's trying to remind him like, "You're Superman right now, and you're losing your cool. Like, calm down." And he's
okay.
not.
Because I was like, man, this idiot thought they were like. I was like, oh, well, I'm the idiot then. Because in my head, they were like practicing because maybe she had one coming up,
I
and
kind of wish you would have tweeted something about that, responded, and I would have like ratioed the crap out of you.
that's why I think that's why I say before I think and do.
Anyway, so and then it ends. Superman falling from the sky, crash down into the ground. We saw this in set photos and stuff, and someone helps him up. And you hear the ba, 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 and that was like straight John Williams that part. And they're helping him up. They're like Superman, and they're getting him up. And then you cut to the shot. This is like the only bet. I mean, I don't even think it's that terrible. It doesn't. It kind of looks weird, but I think it's just the angle. I don't know. He
Mhm.
looks like he has no neck. Anyway, it's Superman, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, eyes up here,"
Yeah.
and he.
I know Dante's reaction to the camera, like he's like, I like it takes a second to go.
Yeah.
It's like I was like, I did see that little part. Saw someone post a clip on it
Um.
on Twitter.
So, and then the trailer kicks off. I didn't shed a tear the first time I watched this trailer, but I did after. Like the fourth time I watched it is when a tear came to my eye.
I teared up first time I
I
watched it.
did. So I was taking in everything. I wasn't.
Hmm.
So we got Superman saving a bunch of people. I might pull it up on here just so I can remember, make sure I'm not missing anything. Um, one moment. Got it right here. So yeah, interview scene. There's a sign where it's like, did you consult the president? And it shows Lex Luthor, and it also says something about the Secretary of Defense, and it shows Rick Flag Sr. Right.
Both the scenes unrelated.
Lex is not the president, and Rick Flag Sr. is not the Secretary of Defense. But I feel like it's setting up the Rick Flag. I mean the Lex thing. Anyway, um, the people save Superman, and then he's like, "Hey, buddy, eyes up here." And, yep. And then let's see. All right, so we get some shots of the Fortress of Solitude. The engineer's powers being used, the saws, Crypto protecting the fortress. He jumps and like punches her in the face or something. And you see like her skin is fake, I think, because you see like underneath is like metal. Um, which is pretty interesting. She's cutting up robots, so I guess that's how we know one of the robots gets destroyed when Superman shows up and finds the robot.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, Crypto over there fighting. We get, let's see, Superman saving a woman from the kaiju's foot. And a shot, which I think is really funny, of Superman and Lois hugging in the apartment, which I think is Lois's apartment. If you look in the background, you see that. Are you aware of what you're looking at?
Is that
It's that big eyeball thing, right?
yeah,
But the green part is not part of the eyeball thing. That is actually, as you can see him right there. That's Green Lantern,
yeah.
and he's wrapped a net around the.
Hmm.
And people are complaining, why doesn't he have the line, the thing that goes like from his ring to connect to the thing, or whatever? It's
Yeah.
literally right
Yeah,
there.
it's right there.
But
Yeah, I saw him.
they're fighting that, and if you look down here, there's this. Those are T spheres outside. So it seems like the Justice Gang are out there taking on this thing, and Superman is chilling in an apartment,
Yeah, he's hugging.
and he's hugging Lois and lifting her from the ground because she's so short, and her feet are literally dangling while he's just standing. So I think that's funny.
That's how we hug.
Okay, and then
Just be all right.
so there's that. They're hugging, right? Then we hear a voiceover. He's like, "Your choices, your actions That's what makes you who you are, and it's like it's a voice line from Paul Kent. We get this. This was the part that makes me cry. We get this shot like this of little baby Clark and younger Paul Kent. I'll tell you what, this is a home video. You know how I know that?
Mm,
This is a video that Ma Kent took because you see the camera zoom the way it does right here. See,
yeah,
that's a home video. That's a that she
yeah,
took, and we haven't got that before for Superman. Little
mm,
videos of
yeah, yeah.
Clark as a
I
kid.
always see like a bunch of them.
We're gonna get a flashback, and then we see Paul Kent. He seems very sweet. Get the little scene with them hugging. Mr. Terrific. See Mr. Terrific
Do you
showing up.
think when Clark, Superman's like beat up and stuff, and he's resting at the camp farm, and Lois is there?
I think
Do you
he's
think
hurt. Then
do,
he's got like kryptonite.
do you think she asked him like, so how did you find him? He's like, well, and they show him like
Probably.
old home videos, and there's like a scene of like Clark being like 4 years old lifting the
You
truck.
think Ma Kent's gonna show Lois a bunch of like embarrassing videos of Clark?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So they get then Mr. Terrific coming out of his T sphere thing on this beach, which is where all the LexCorp people are. It's where he protects Lois in the fight scene we've seen. He's coming in. You see, he's like doing this like thing like this. That's how he's controlling the. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
That's how he's
yeah.
controlling. That's how he's controlling the T spheres. And yeah, we see him beating, and that's why I said those were T spheres because you can literally see the
Yeah.
things coming off of him. He literally like beats the crap out of these guys. Then you got Lex sitting here talking about some Superman. He's not a man; he's an it, and he's like somehow became the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that. I'm like, bro, this guy.
Where's a hater?
You want to be hated as much as Lex hates Superman, but you need that one hater.
That means you're successful.
Yeah, and so we get that. I really like that line delivery. Yeah, we get the scene of Ma Kent and Pa holding his hand. See the little wedding ring right there. Their hands touch on his head.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah, see, Lois is there, and I think they show like Lois is all like, "So, how did you make him like your son?" And they
and
explain
you can
everything.
see the veins. I think he's been affected by kryptonite
Hmm.
at this point, and I assume he's never been in touch with kryptonite before. I think Metamorpho creates kryptonite,
Hmm.
like in the movie.
Oh, he creates it
I think so.
himself. Mm.
Lex forces him to, and
Creates something to make this man weak.
yeah. See, because he's got kryptonite on his hand right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. See, I saw that, but I mean,
And there's this shot of Superman floating, which you saw on something.
I want to talk about that.
I want to talk about this.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh,
first off, Superman new suit or
no,
no? Yes or no?
no.
All right.
You know why? Everyone's like, "Oh, look at the shine on his neck; it's his skin."
No,
All right, does that mean that he's got skin sticking out on his arm too?
he's naked.
Oh, so, hold on, jump scare. Okay. Um, on a certain spot. Yeah. All right. We got a little shot of the Justice Gang. I think this is when the kaiju fight's happening.
I think so.
There's the Lord Tech building.
I think it's the start of it.
Mr. Terrific just
I don't think Superman's there yet.
bro sitting.
I tell you what's going to happen.
Give me a chair like
They're
that.
going to start fighting that kaiju, and all three of them get knocked out.
Now, what if when I come in dressed as him at the theater? No, I can't do that. In the chair.
You got two.
No,
options.
I think I'm gonna dress.
You gonna do him
I think they're making the Halloween costume for him. I can just get that and get a wig.
in July?
I assume it'll be out by then. Halloween not that far off, so they gotta have it.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing Superman.
I do Guy
Yeah.
Gardner. I just think it'd be funny. I have a Green Lantern ring. I can do it.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know where it's at, but I'll find it. But yeah, but I kind of like the shot. I think he looks pretty good as Guy here. I mean, I always think he looked fine. Hawk Girl looks great. The wings look good.
Mhm.
I think she's got the big mace. All the T spheres flying around.
Yeah, this is the start of the fight, and
Yeah.
I don't think Superman's there yet.
Yeah, he's probably about to say something. I think looks like he's about to speak.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, "Well, what do we have here?"
Yeah,
Um,
it's very like by the script superheroes thing.
yeah, I think he was saying something right there. And you see the little kid lifting up the flag again.
Superman.
The engineer throws this disc, cuts off some of Superman's hair. People are mad about that.
Cuts up the curl.
People are mad about that. That his hair can get cut off. I'm like, his skin's impenetrable. His hair's fine. His hair's hair. I don't know.
Yeah.
You tell me Superman can't get a haircut?
Oh, can Wolverine get a haircut, or does his hair just grow back?
I don't think that's how that works. His skin grows back. His hair doesn't have any.
Yeah, but if he's like full, because I mean he's came back from a single cell before, and he had hair.
I don't know. It's a comic book thing. Anyway, engineer fighting him. I don't think that was the engineer. I think that was Ultraman. Oh, what? Maybe it is an
It
engineer.
is an engineer.
So she can fly. Okay. Lex just mad, and then we get this door. I was so happy we got a shot with Ma Kent. I was wanting to see Ma Kent in this trailer. That was the main thing. Cause I'm 100% convinced she does not die.
Yeah, now, yeah.
We get the scene where Clark's kind of sitting there. He looks kind of sad. He might have had an argument with Lois, and then something's going on TV, and he's got to go out. And
Yeah. Yeah, I think
stop
something's going on TV.
it.
Like Lex is doing something,
Yeah.
and he's like,
And you get both their Mom and Pa Kent's hands on him, and she's like, "I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you." And then he walks off, and it's like the sweetest thing. And Superman, he goes, he takes off the flannel. I thought he was. I hope he does a little like one of them in the movie.
I think he will.
We got him fighting the kaiju. He like uppercuts it. We got this cool shot of Green Lantern where he like does that, and big giant hand comes out. People are like, "Where's the beam?" I was like, even though they don't read comic books sometimes, because he can do it either way. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He also like, why did he kill all these military people? And I'm like, I'm sure them.
Sure is a reason.
I mean, maybe, but this is the war that Superman stopped.
Yeah.
So I wonder, people aren't mad at them; they're mad at Superman. I bet it's because you noticed a few times in this trailer there are these weird drones floating around everywhere, but they're not T-spheres. There's something, I'm pretty sure they're Lex drones, and they're recording everything to make Superman look bad.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's going to happen here. No one's going to know that the other heroes were there.
Yeah.
But they're going to know Superman was.
Mm-hmm.
And we see the Hammer of Bravia a few times. The Hammer of Bravia is not from Bravia. I think that's just made up by Lex to make it seem like, oh, because Superman did this, now we have to suffer for it. Look what Superman did.
Mm-hmm.
And Hammer of Bravia is not from Bravia. I'm either convinced it's one of three people. I think it's either Lex, which I don't think it is. I don't think he's going to get his hands dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Not in this.
He wears a suit in the movie. We know that.
That could be. That's probably the end.
Through a toy, but I don't think he's in a suit either.
Yeah, it could be Ultraman. It could be just another suit for him, which is possible. This character has laser eyes, or it could be Supergirl, which is a interesting theory, I think, because some people are like, what if it's Lexus captured Supergirl and forcing her to like do this?
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, like she'll kill somebody. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. Like maybe she can't move she can't control the suit. It's just kind of moving. It's almost like in Iron Man 2 when the War Machine suit gets hacked and it's attacking Iron Man, kind of like that.
Yeah.
He can I can't do anything. It's just moving on its own.
Yeah.
And they said that James Gunn said that Lex his science is so advanced that it's practically sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
So we know he could. I mean, that's possible. Anyway, I think this Green Lantern shot's dope. Hawk Girl.
Pushes some poor man out of a window.
Pretty sure it's Maxwell Lord, but it might not be.
It's weird because they blur the face. It makes him look bald. And at first I was Lex. I'm like, well, no. You like slow it down.
This aura. I said, hey, look, I'm married. They've got white hair. I know that. It almost looks like Maxwell Lord, but then again, if that makes sense, then because if this is them turning on him,
oh yeah,
that scene in Peacemaker makes sense. That takes place before Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Same. Anyway, but this is also in Bialia. We get a shot of Jimmy Olsen and Clark doing something,
playing around.
Yeah,
horsing around.
I don't know what that newspaper says. He's got Jitters coffee there. He's on the phone, so I don't know what. Eve Tessmacher, Miss Tessmacher.
Taking a selfie.
Yep, in front of whatever. They're those news drones. This, I assume it's something for the engineer and going up to Superman. I don't know what that is. Superman tossing Lex's desk. We heard about that scene.
The aura.
Luther drinking out of his mug.
Smug face.
Yeah, see, I'm just breaking it down here. Hold on. Yeah, smug face with Superman's all mad and right in front of him. We got this. We keep seeing this weird area. I'm pretty sure this is a pocket dimension. Everyone's talked about. Almost similar to what Peacemaker's dad's little bunker is. But this is where he keeps all his metahumans. Luther does, I'm assuming. This is not a T-sphere. I don't know what this is. It looks like maybe the way to get into the dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Like a portal. Mr. Terrific and Lois show up in here. A Metamorpho creating something. Another shot inside of this place. He's being attacked by someone with laser eyes, which I think could be Lex, because it almost looks like him, but also could be Ultraman unmasked. The shot of Superman taking the sun in. We get Lois and Clark kissing. Superman fly up in the air. Everyone's cheering for him, and he comes cannonballing back down. And then the trailer ends with one scene where she was like, "You have a dog?" Lois is, and it shows crypto laying on his chest. If you've seen it. Need I say more? Because this trailer is getting a 5 out of 5.
Okay.
What?
I think 4.
That's crazy. What do you mean? This trailer is better than any of the other trailers.
That's good. I just
And we gave the first one a 5.
yeah, I think the last one's better. Okay. That's a Bob.
What do you?
Let's see. I was acting.
Oh well,
Yeah.
maybe act like that. Never mind. Never mind. All right. Yeah, Superman trailer's a 5. I loved it. I'm ready for so much marketing that I'm tired of it. I don't know. Movie's not far away.
Oh yeah.
But let's get into the news now. The news. Well, we talked about this a while back when HBO Max became Max. And we were like, this is kind of stupid, but this also affects everything so people know what's going on with the streaming service where Peacemaker Season 2 will be, and Lanterns, and another animated series we're going to talk about in a minute. I was going to say it, but I'm not going to. Well, Max has announced they're changing their name to HBO Max.
Yeah.
We're back.
We back. Yeah.
We were gone for a bit, but we're back. I don't
You think they'll change it again?
know. I don't know why they even changed it in the first. Why do they? I don't know. You could just people are just getting used to Max, and they're like people still call it HBO Max. I'm like I didn't. I still call it. Just call it Max.
I mean, I've always called it whatever it was called, HBO Max. Honestly, even after it's called HBO Max, I might still call it Max because it's just shorter. But
But yeah, and
I
there's
love the
like a few
videos. Everyone's like, "Oh, you call it
No,
HBO
James
Max
Gunn.
again?" Yeah, it's like okay.
Yeah, I think it was funny. But yeah, I just let you know. There you go. David Zaslav, the guy who runs WB, has highlighted the 4 characters that will be the pillars and asset builders of the DCU: Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Supergirl. People are mad.
Miss Harley ain't on that list no more.
People are mad that Supergirl is the 4th pillar.
Well, who's the fourth? Who would be the fourth pillar?
People are like, I think Flash was mentioned, and what's the other Nightwing. Someone said Nightwing.
Uh,
Oh, come on. Booster Gold's actually number 5. They just didn't reveal that. They didn't talk about that.
don't talk about that.
I know though. I got told by James Gunn. And yeah, Wonder Woman fans were all upset for forever because James Gunn's not doing anything with Wonder Woman, even though she's got like Amazons are getting a show. I don't know, whenever that's happening. But it says Wonder Woman will be one of the pillars, so you know Wonder Woman stuff is happening. I wouldn't even be surprised if there's something Wonder Woman cooking right now, which we do have some info on, which I can move to, segue. Someone asked James Gunn, do you have any updates on Wonder Woman? He said not to be shared publicly, but yes, encouraging.
You know what we need back?
Hmm.
Freaking DC fandom.
Eventually, when all this starts going, then we'll get that.
I'd love to see that come back.
I could get one this year. No, we won't.
I'd like to. Like after Superman comes out, like maybe have a little thing, a little tease, like first image of Supergirl.
I think it'd be cool.
Maybe first look at Creature Commander season 2.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's in development right now, right? Or are they kind of okay? What announce more feature projects coming out? Maybe a new game. Someone said they should. What Rocksteady ought to do is just do a remake of Arkham Asylum, and then bring Origins out. Just do those two. Get like Good Faith back. Going. Which I don't know. I don't know if you really need a remake of Arkham Asylum because you have the Return of. You really need a freaking PS5 update.
Really a remake of Origins.
Or just like a nice remaster or something.
Anyway, this says he also said someone asked, is Rick Flag Sr. the Secretary of Defense, or is that just the way the trailer's edited? I thought he was running Argus now. He said he's the head of Argus, but he works beside the Secretary of Defense, General Maury. Someone asked this about those posters they put out where it's like St. Louis, look up. And it's like whenever they filmed Superman, it's like look up, and it's like the city posters.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked, where are they sitting? They're talking about the St. Louis one with the arch. They're like, there are no buildings around the arch where they could sit and get that view. They're looking west. East of the arch is the river, not skyscrapers. And James Gunn's response was, it's not real. Someone said, people are so weird about Superman online. He said, tell me about it. And they were like, I feel like it's the loud minority of people, though. Like, most people either do not care nearly as much or are normal about it. And he said, very, very much the minority.
What is he talking about?
Someone also asked how many episodes will premiere with season 2 of Peacemaker? 1, 2, or 3? I said 1.
Dang, James.
Oh, why you
Yeah,
got
didn't you ask James Gunn something?
what?
Didn't you ask James Gunn something? He'll reply to you one day.
One day.
Yeah, one day.
But yeah, I just got to get him like as soon as he posts. I don't have notifications on. I don't use Threads, so
Yeah, I don't use Threads at all.
let's talk about this. Jai Courtney, who played Captain Boomerang in Suicide Squad and The Suicide Squad, hopes to return as Boomerang in the DCU. Says he spoke with James Gunn about it. Quote, I was like, come on, man, Boomerang is cool. And James is like, these rules don't really apply. Just because he dies here doesn't mean it's gone forever, right? And I was like, heck yeah, so I have hope. There's a rogue show happening.
I'd like him to come back.
Yeah. Captain Boomerang. What are you doing back in prison, Oz?
I love the impression. It was
Oh
great.
my god. I wasn't asking for your approval.
Okay.
Alright. I'm kidding. Alright, there's that. Here's some good news. Matt Reeves is reportedly expected to deliver his first draft of the Batman Part 2 by Memorial Day, which is not long from now.
Yeah.
With casting beginning in July. So we'll know who the villain is by then.
Yep.
Comic-Con. Yeah, so Batman 2 is moving forward. Still don't know what's going on with Matt Reeves. Still happening. Whatever it is still happening, but we shall see. So that's good news.
Yeah, someone asked James Gunn, like, is Matt Reeves close to leaving the project? He's like, yeah, no.
He was like, is Matt Reeves still directing the Batman 2? And also he's like, yes, huh? He's
Do
like,
you
we
think
still
all
have
this stuff with Matt Reeves is like fake
No.
or something? Okay.
No, I know it's not fake.
What do you mean no, it's not fake?
I've heard things. I have sources.
Dude, everyone tells me this, but like I'm out of the know.
I have sources,
Oh, here.
but I know that what's happening is serious. I don't know what it is, but I know it's serious enough to where like he could not be able to direct.
So you know it's serious enough, but you don't know exactly.
I know it's serious enough to where he might have to step off from direct. But like,
dang.
But like, it's like
Do
I
you
don't
know?
know.
Like, do you
I
have
don't know
an
the
idea?
option. I mean, if I were to like guess, I don't know if it's like I don't know. I don't want to like say it.
Well, here, start recording.
I don't want to do that.
Tell.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I get you.
This is a guess though. All right, moving on. This is something that came out today that was kind of surprising. I forgot about this. You may remember that they announced a Blue Beetle animated series is happening, based off the movie, same actors. I hope, gosh, if George Lopez could come back, play Uncle Rudy. The Faco.
Please, Joseph Lopez.
But they announced Blue Beetle animated series will be beginning production next year, early next year. Got a screenshot. Gonna read about it. Yeah, production of next year from Zolo Maraduena, who plays Blue Beetle. There's this. Someone mentioned this yesterday. I met Zolo Blue Beetle at Motor City Comic Con. We mostly talked about Cobra Kai, but I asked him if, as I was leaving, about a Blue Beetle sequel, and he responded, "I think you're going to see me in other movies first." And then he followed up with, "You should see Superman." So it sounds to me like he's basically saying he's in the movie.
Or he's just saying, hey.
No, he said you'll see me in other movies first. Go see Superman. I think he's going to be on the news.
Oh, like Blue Beetle?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be dope.
I think so. So it'd be like...
Because what's going to be cool about this movie is literally like what Kevin Smith's idea for the death of Superman, where it's like, you're going to watch this movie and you're going to realize, like, holy crap. You get a bit of that in Creature Commandos of like, holy crap, this world is bigger than we realize. Like it's not like these heroes are just now coming out.
You're in the Daily Planet newspaper. They're not just writing newspapers for Metropolis.
Yeah.
So like, there's gonna be newspapers about like what's this going on in Gotham, this going on in this other city, Miami or whatever wherever Blue Beetle took place.
Where Flash is
in Central City or
Central
Coast City, whichever one they do. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's Central City, but I mean, we'll see. We'll get some little appearances there. Vocal cameos, I assume. But yeah. Alright, Superman tickets are rumored to be going on sale on June 12th.
Sounds about right, a month before the movie releases.
Yeah, and Amazon is getting a screening.
Yeah.
Prime members will get to see Superman on the... this is the 7th or the 8th. I've heard two different ones. The 8th on...
Like, the picture said 7.
Yeah, but like another picture said 8th, so I don't know. Superman getting that. If you're a Prime member... you'll get an email. Well, you go to this link and you sign in with your Prime a week before. It's going to be a week before. I'm gonna be there at midnight. I'm getting it.
Well, you gotta be there at 3 a.m.
I don't care. I'll wake up. I'm getting that. It's gotta be a week before. You sign in with your Prime. You can get up to 2 tickets, free movie, and free small popcorn and small drink. And see Superman early. But it's got to be if there's a screening near you. There could not be one near us. The closest one would probably Charlotte if there is one.
We're going.
But if
I'm
not,
off that Monday, man. We're going.
but if not, it's like Atlanta would be the closest.
What's the distance we're traveling? Like, what's the furthest?
I wouldn't go farther than a state or two. I don't know. It's only a week before the movie comes out. I can live with not saying. I want to, but like if it's
I'm going. I'll be going.
if it's in what if it's in Florida? It's probably going to be in L.A. Knowing the L.A., New York, Florida.
Where was the one? What's that picture James Gunn posted?
No,
No, not the one with Ultraman. The one with
Ultraman.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ultraman. Yeah. So
Wait a minute.
the no, crap, what's his name? What's that? Like the city he grew up in.
The place that Superman was filmed, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Or, no, not Cincinnati. Yeah. I don't remember. Cleveland.
Cleveland. Yeah, there's probably one there. That's home.
Oh no, it's Cincinnati. I can't remember. Whatever.
Maybe like Virginia. Like if there's one
He
Virginia,
grew up in St. Louis.
Georgia, South Carolina, we'll go. I think Georgia would be the furthest I'd go. That's like what, a 5 hour drive?
Something like that.
6 hours.
But yeah, so they're getting a screening. People immediately thought, oh, it's going to streaming. It's flopping. But that's not what that means.
Yeah. At first I was like, what? They're going to like a little premiere on Prime? And you just get lucky to be in there?
No,
They're streaming, it's flopping.
And finally, I have a leak. I want to talk about it.
It is a leak.
So, spoilers for the Superman post-credit scenes. If you don't want to hear it, skip to the part or mute until the part where I wave at you. I don't know. Or the part where he holds the controller up to give you a commercial, because that's what's next. Once you see the commercial, you can unmute. How about that? There we go. Richard Gore. Spoilers. He is a guy. Now, a lot of people are thinking he might not be real. Like, he might not be right. He also did leak that the Marvel Doomsday casting video was happening multiple days before it happened. He has said Superman has 2 post-credit scenes. One has Brainiac, and the other has Hal Jordan. You got me. I was already in, but you got me again.
Yeah, let's see. I saw some Snyder fans are like, they're just going to steal Man of Steel 2.
Superman Returns sequel had Brainiac.
Yeah, and they're also going. I heard also like they're going to make Brainiac a jokey, quippy character as always. And someone posted the villain of Guardians 3 is like, yeah, this is probably James Gunn's most quippiest character yet. I just can't wait for Brainiac. It was a joke.
Oh,
it was a joke. He wasn't being serious. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. So the Brainiac one's probably the second one. I would assume. Or maybe it's the first. I don't know. Hal Jordan setting up lanterns. I doubt it's actually setting up lanterns like that. I think it's kind of just introduced to show, like the characters is there. It's not going to set up the story of lanterns.
Yeah.
I think there's a scene. We know they filmed a scene with Guy Gardner in a bar. I think it's this scene. Guy Gardner's drinking. He's maybe been laid off. Maybe the team shut down or whatever. He's got no purpose, or whatever. He's just back to being a lantern.
Yeah.
He's sitting there drinking, and Hal shows up, has a drink with him, just talking, shooting crap. Mm-hmm. He's like, I got it. Hal, Guy's there. He went through all the stuff in the movies, like a jerk and all stuff. Mm-hmm. Comes back. Hal shows up and he's like, Guy, the Guardians need to see you. And like call the principal's office. Because I mean that would make sense.
Yeah.
All the stuff he did, he killed a bunch of people with the ring. If he did with the army, like you tell me,
maybe somebody's like at the bar, and then Hal says, "Like, hey, Guy,
need you to come with me."
Yeah, I need to come with me.
But people aren't gonna know who he is unless they like saw the casting. Unless they have like a big moment. And they see the big moment where he comes down with the
in the suit.
Yeah. I'm there. I don't know. Hal Jordan. John
funny.
Stewart not there.
That'd be interesting. He's drinking in the bar, and then they like kick him out for some reason, and then freaking Hal Jordan comes down.
No John Stewart. So I assume he's not paired up with John yet at this point.
I imagine not.
So, yeah, I think Guy's the one that probably mentored Hal. I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
But there's that, and the Brainiac one's probably the second one. It's setting up the big threat or whatever. I assume he'll be the villain of Superman 2 or maybe World's Finest. I doubt. But probably Justice League, New Frontier. No, because that's... See, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. So I
Yeah,
can't,
yeah, we'll
guess.
see.
It's probably Superman 2, though. But, yeah, that would be the leak. And now, that is the end of the DC News. It's time for commercial time.
Waving.
Lex Luthor has Superman trapped. He's using kryptonite to destroy his powers.
Now you'll tell me why Superman peanut butter tastes so great.
Never. So fresh roasted, so creamy, so yummy.
Then its secret will be mine, all mine. Yay! Foiled again! Just wait, Superman. I'll find out.
Superman peanut butter. Its strength is its great taste.
All right, we are back. Gaming news.
Now, I'm wondering if you.
Let me talk about this first. Marvel Rivals has a new event out. I think it's out now. I need to stream that. I do apologize for having streams out. I've been wanting to do it all week. I just haven't actually sat down and did it. This is actually pretty dope. So I want to talk about it. Where is it? I'm not talking about that Darth Vader thing. If that's what it is. That's so stupid. The Darth Vader AI in Fortnite.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's stupid. I hate it. It's disgusting. I don't like it. Gross. Bad. Awful. Terrible. Tragic. Anyway.
But the family approved.
I don't care. New event announced, Miller says. To celebrate 1 year since the Marvel Rivals closed alpha, the Galactus Gift event will run starting this past Thursday that we were recording this. The reward includes nameplates, sprays, chrono tokens, and a free costume coin to use in the exchange shop. There's a new skin out in the exchange shop of Green Scar Hulk. This is a permanent thing, so it's just going to be in your little dashboard where your pickup bundle is normally. You just go in. It's a new pickup bundle, but works the exact same way. It's just more rewards in it. So yeah, to celebrate that, you get a free costume of your choice, which is good because I used my one to get a Black Panther costume. But now I'm also torn because I either want the Wolverine or I want the Namor. But I don't know what to do. I'll figure it out. But yeah. So there's a new Marvel Rivals event. There's a new. Was there new skins? I thought there was one that came out that was.
Is there a new Squirrel Girl skin, or am I wrong on that?
There was a beach skin for her. Yeah. I can't remember. I got a stream. I got to get on there. And next. I need to pour one out. I don't know. Because Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that was okay.
Got pushed back.
Yeah. Early next year.
From the end of this year to early 2026. For polishing.
I think we'll see the game here soon, though. It'll be fun video.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I am
and now it's going to come out the beginning of next year. It's going to be forgotten by the time Game Awards comes around.
GTA.
I don't want to talk about it. No, I got to read their thing first, actually. I got to think about it. There it is. They said this, launch update. We have an important update. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra will now be launching in early 2026. Taking this additional time will allow us to add more polish and make sure we give you the best possible experience and one that lives up to our vision. We have some exciting things in store and look forward to sharing more soon. The Marvel 1943 team. By the way, I'm convinced that they're going to make more games after it, and it's going to be like Marvel 1980 something Avengers game or something. 80s Avengers. First Avengers team.
Probably did.
They're going to do Marvel 1892.
So it's just like Marvel based off years and all that?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Marvel's Avengers 2.
Yeah, okay.
2028.
Anyway, what was your news?
I was gonna mention with the rumored Injustice 3.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm glad you actually did bring up the Marvel 1943 because I actually forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me about its delay. I do think I don't think we got sweat because I think we'll see that game soon. And again, after learning a lot from Spider-Man 2, I think I'm glad. I am glad it got delayed, so maybe they can work more on it. Anyways, so this past week, Mortal Kombat 1 Definitive Edition was announced and released. Shadow Drop. So now you can get all the season pass stuff. You get the little expansion story. And you're like, Landon, what the hell does this guy do with superheroes? Well, as we all know, NetherRealm made both Mortal Kombat and the Injustice games. So Mortal Kombat 1's done now. It's supposed to be forever, but it was only a year and a half.
And everyone,
Pretty much.
everyone knows that a new Injustice basically happened.
Yeah, that means that Injustice is happening.
There was that one account.
Yeah, Multiverse Susie, who ran Multiverses leaks and has a good inside scoop of Multiverses stuff.
Warner Brothers.
Or Warner Brothers games, yeah.
Didn't NetherRealm help work on that game?
Maybe consulted a bit,
Oh,
but
okay.
nothing crazy.
I thought they helped.
Well, I know they were in talks at one point because they wanted Scorpion in the game, and they were like, "No, Fortnite, yes."
Yeah.
which was probably the better. Not even probably, it was the better business decision. Scorpion in that game would have been dope though. Anyways, that's the problem. They ain't getting no characters to really get anyway. Yeah, that's
You
a
didn't see. Sorry, you didn't see what I did.
What?
Because you were like Scorpion. That game would have been dope. I was like, yeah. And then you looked that way. I was like,
Oh, did you know? I didn't know that. Point is, Multiverse Season said just 3, starting to happen. When will we see it? I don't know. I'd say next year at the earliest. If not that, maybe 2 years from now. Sorry, that's one.
I'll tell you when we're gonna see it.
Can you tell you this one? When?
Game Awards.
Game Awards.
This year.
I can see that.
Mortal Kombat's been out for 2 years.
Yeah.
Next NetherRealm game will be out next year.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long to make.
Well, I guess 2 years. Yeah.
It don't take long to make those games. I don't think.
You know, you're right, because I keep thinking about the definitive edition being out. I'm like, well, what's that? Well, honestly,
They've probably been working on it since the launch.
You know what? We'll probably see a teaser at Summer Games Fest.
I think we'll see it at Game Awards. That's a big enough game.
Teaser?
New Injustice game. That's a big enough thing to have at Game Awards.
Oh, no, I think we'll see it at both.
I'll be there.
But I'm saying you don't think a teaser at Summer Games Fest and then like a full on.
Well, maybe it could be like trailer at the Game Awards.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, if that's the case, then it need to be a Gamescom. Because that's after.
Yeah, 2 years is about around the time.
I'm streaming Summer Games Fest, by the way.
Well, I think it's weird is that Mortal Kombat 1's kind of a weird side of it because it was like a live service game kinda. So I don't know if everyone's just working on that and then now they're like, well, now we're putting our hands on deck for this. So that's what kind of made me go conflicted if it will be like next year.
Yeah.
If it is, I will get that collector's edition. I will stream it.
We gotta really see if you're off at the Game Awards.
Yeah, we'll have to look.
I'm stressing.
No. I just need a solid date. We'll see because I know it ain't really always the same. If it was always the same,
well, maybe it says.
I know it's usually like right before Christmas.
It's like the week of last time it was the 12th, but before that was like the 7th and the 8th. What day is TGA 2025? Oh, it's December 11th.
What?
December 11th is this a Thursday?
That's this year?
It's a Thursday.
That's this year.
Yes.
Okay.
December 11th, 2025.
Let me get my photos. I got my schedule right here. Crossing your fingers. Let's see. You said December 11th? Okay. One sec. All right. December.
Did you quit your job? I'm kidding. We're cooked.
Wait, hold up.
Cooked. It's over.
Well, I gotta make sure because it's literally like from one end to the other. 11th.
Do you know, has it morning shift or night shift?
I can't. Hold on, it's hard to tell. Hold up. Let me do it like
I
this.
could probably do this quicker.
Hold up.
So we gotta figure something out. You're off. Nope, you're working.
Night shift.
That's literally.
And it's literally the day like right before. I'm like off like that Friday, Sunday. Unless, and here's the thing, I know after a few months I can change if I want to do like permanently mornings or something. So maybe I can.
It'll be.
I can see if maybe I could do morning shift those 2 days.
Please.
I'll see what I can do.
We gotta do Game Wars trivia.
But they probably won't let me. I'll be honest with you.
What you mean? What?
I'm be real. They probably won't let me, but I don't know.
I thought you said you could change. Wouldn't you rather do morning shift?
And I know I could change it to do it permanent, but then it's all like,
Okay. Anyway, is that all the?
yeah, no, that's all I want to mention. Yeah, we'll see. I like to do it if Injustice 3 is announced. I like to make a character roster of a list and wish list characters, so we can beat up Maximilian, dude. Which that won't happen.
He doesn't want to do Injustice.
I know you don't. I don't know why. It's better
Because
than Mortal Kombat in every way. I think so. Injustice 2 is awesome.
depends. I think the characters in Injustice 2 move really weird.
So I don't agree with some things, but like I think the gear system and all that's awesome.
With that, though, that will be the end of this episode. So thank you all so much for joining us for this. Like I said, Marvel Rivals stream's coming up soon. Don't forget to check out It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman. We had to skip last week because we weren't able to watch that the Kirk Allen Superman movie serials.
Yeah.
But we're back this week with a double feature.
Double feature.
Super. Never.
The super double feature.
Whatever. And, called a super feature of Superman and the Mole Man, the George Reeves Superman movie, and Superman the movie, Christopher Reeve, which we reviewed before. So you guys can expect that this week, both releasing, as well as our review finally of Thunderbolts. Took us a while to get around to reviewing this, but we saw it back when it came out.
Yeah.
But that'll be out as well this week.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have any questions, comments, reactions, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DarienH4404. Or at any of our other social medias. Just look up the Comic Book Burrito.
Yeah, you can contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're active on all platforms, and come on, let's get hyped for Injustice 3. I think it's time.
And join our Discord server, link in the description below. We do a lot of stuff there. There's areas to talk about DC movies, Marvel movies, general talking, send memes about the show. Or there's a little voice channel where you can play games together, and there's a whole gaming talking section. We'll be in there. If there's any activity, we'll show up in there and hang out, talk. If you want to play games with us, something like that, watch movies, there's a movie watch party area, and just continue building on that. Maybe make a fan art section eventually, something like that. I don't know. But join the Discord. It's not many people in there right now, so we're kind of just trying to build that up.
Yep.
So make sure you join it down there. We'll shout you out on the show if you join it anytime soon, in between now and next week. Eventually, we'll be able to give merch to people.
That's the point.
But with that, we're going to go. We will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior!